what we learned is that if you want to be prepared and you want to respond to 0-day vulnerabilities, having your application inventory, having your device inventory, and having your controls, your security control inventory documented and up to date is the most important thing that you can do on a day-to-day basis. There isn't a tool that you could have purchased or a product you could have owned that you could have bought that day that would have helped you combat it, right? But there were a lot of activities that you could have done in advance of that day, things that we've been recommending and championing as an industry since you could call cybersecurity an industry. Inventory your assets, track your applications, get your points of contact, have all your support, your software and hardware support contracts in place, and understand your escalation paths.
Right, it's your classic compliance frameworks: NIST CSF, NIST 853, CIS.
Yep.
First set of controls, policy and procedure, and asset management.
Yeah, the shops that had everything buttoned up and had tight inventory, they knew what they could turn off if they had to, and what would be impacted if they did, and so on. So yeah, I mean that's what I think is another attack, another 0-day, another exploit, another big internet news cycle week. And interesting again that the way to be in front of this would have been you could have gone back to the initial NIST frameworks. You could have gone back to the initial CIS top 20, and nothing that has been added into any of those frameworks or those control guidelines over the last 10 years would have been needed to help be in front of this Log4j thing. And I think that's important to remember, is that it's still very basic when it comes to responding to these things.